nothing unusual, I'm afraid. Welcome to today's Hooray It's Thursday. I hope you've all grabbed your cup of tea. We're going to have a bit of a sneak peek at look at what's coming up. I'll just wait. I know that Natalie and Cheryl were waiting for me in the background. There's lots of new wonderful things to see. I've got some sitting on my desk already, and I've decided to have a play. I do know that Cheryl's favourite colour is purple, and we're going to have a play with some of the purple goodies that are coming up in the new. There's a new mini starting on the 4th. I think it's the 4th. Better check. Starts in January. I'm pretty sure it's the 4th. Just looking at the back. Yep, it's the 4th of January for our new mini catalogue. Hello there, Nat. I'm glad that you're here. Welcome. All right, so what we're going to do is this suite's called Perennial Lavender. It's brand new. It's featured on page 22 and 23 of the new mini catalogue that's coming out. There's 2 stamp sets or 2 bundles in this suite, and I'll just flick the camera over. I'm just going to double check to make sure it's not too bright, which it is. So I'll pop it down, the blind down a bit. We did try and work out where our happy space was, but then you couldn't see me because it was all dark. So this is the Perennial. This is all of the lavender goodies. So it's a purple suite. So we've got 2 stamp sets, both of which come with a packet of dies, which I haven't done any cutting out of yet. I just posted the question, who wants to see new stuff or more Christmas? So I got a call for some new stuff, so I thought this would be a nice one. So painted lavender also comes with dies. I'll just pop these out. There's a whole heap of flower dies in there, some nice leaves as well. So I think, let me see, how many have we got in here? 11 dies. Cut out some lavender. You can cut out the stalks in different colours. So we've got separate lavender or stock, whatever type flowers. So you can do the stalk separately, so you can stamp it a separate colour, which is pretty cool. Tiny little butterfly, one with its wings open, one with its wings closed, extra little flowers, and so on. So that's a really quite it's no sentiments, so you can actually mix it up and have it to go with everything. Now, if you're looking in the suite, it also comes with Perennial postage. Now, Perennial postage is just a sentiment stamp set, so they go together quite nicely. You've got sentiments. There's a Mother's Day one, which is the one that I'm looking forward to. But thank you for your friendship. There's inside, there's outside sentiments. Big hugs. You could send love and best wishes for your birthday. So you can actually use it for quite a few things. But get a look at these. How cool are they? They all look like postage stamps. Again, there's 12 dies in this one. There's a little tag, so you can make it like a little bag tag. This little round one here could also be used as, you know how when we were at school, we used to put those little dots around the edges of the side of our pages. There's a, I don't know, like when you stamp over a postage stamp, it's like that sort of thing on there. But I just love the shape of them. So many different rectangles, so many different sizes, and they're all of these will fit in at least one of them. Okay, so we've got those. This one's red rubber, and this one's photopolymer. So the red rubber, because I don't know about you, but I like to do words in different colors, and I think that's great. There's also some gems, and of course you can never have enough gems and enough blings. There's 3 different colors there, so 2 different tones of purples, and this one's sort of like a magenta-y sort of color. Let me see. Oh, a berry burst. So we'll have our Highland Heather and our gorgeous grape, and then our berry burst to go with it. Yep, that's them. Just thought I'd better double check. And you can probably see beside me all of these laser cut butterflies. Now, I'm rather partial to these. In that packet, you're going to get 40 laser cut butterflies. They're paper. You can, doesn't want to go back in. I haven't opened them yet. Let me see, where is a pair of scissors? So essentially there's 5 on each piece. So I'm guessing that there's 8 pieces. That would make sense, wouldn't it? And they're just going to pop out. Oh, yep, they are just going to pop out. So they're white on both sides. They'll pop out. You can colour them with our blending brushes. You can colour them with some ink. You can splatter stuff on them, or you can just leave them white, whatever takes your fancy. But this is the paper. Hi, Cheryl, watching from the pool. I'm a bit jelly. It's very hot here. How pretty is this paper? It's just like a watercolor piece of art. So there's 12 different sheets. They're all double-sided. Okay. And they're just so pretty. All right. No, I'm not sure which is the best way to show you this. Oh, that's nice. The colours in this set are Shaded Spruce, Lost Lagoon, Highland Heather, Gorgeous Grapes, and Berry Burst. You can sort of just see popping through here, and our Fresh Freesia is the pale. There's our butterflies. That'd make a nice card front, no matter which way you do. Actually, that'd make a really nice scrapbook page. It has been designed for you, Cheryl. I really like that piece on the back. Now, this piece here, I actually really like that. That would make a really good set, a good card for a gentleman that with the fishing stuff that's in the catalogue, because the checks like remind me of old man pajamas. But look at that piece, Cheryl. How nice is that? That's your Gorgeous Grape all over. And it's just so pretty. So there's so many pieces to love in there. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them yet. I have been thinking. So I haven't cut anything yet. I just thought I'll pull it all out and I'll just have a look. Okay. So I don't think I'll use the butterflies, but I'm definitely going to use, I'm hoping that I've bought enough blocks over. We'll make do. I'm definitely going to use one of these. And I'm not sure what sentiment I'll use. So I've pulled over some Gorgeous Grape cardstock. It would be pretty for boxes, wouldn't it? Okay, so because our what's it called? Because our Perennial, our Painted Lavender bundle is all about lavender, I thought I'd stick with the colours of the suite, and I'm going to do a card with those. Okay, so I've also bought over some extra Highland Heather and some extra Gorgeous Grape, just so that I've got extra pieces here that I can have a bit of a play with. So I'm thinking, because this paper is so pretty, yeah, Cheryl, what are you talking about is nice with boxes? Like, you're going to make some boxes? I don't think so. I'm thinking, what do I really want to use? I really want to use that top piece. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking I'm going to do. Bring my trimmer in, turn it up the right way. If I cut this piece to, I might go to 14. Let's do, yep, I'll go to 14.1. Okay, and then I'll do 9.5. So that's going to make that fit on there with quite a nice bit of border around it. So what I'm going to do now is piece of basic white. If I bring in one of these postage stamp style dies, possibly this one, I'm going to lose the majority of it. I don't necessarily want to do that. Let's see. Okay, what I was thinking about doing, that won't work because I don't want to lose all that pretty paper. Be different if I was using the other side and I was aiming for plain, but I can tell you now I'm not going to. So the next smaller size down is this one. And let's do sending love and best wishes. Now, because I've still got this is still a new stamp set and I haven't put it together. This is the size of the sentiment. That's going to be too big. Actually. All right, yep. See what I mean? You can just use these to your advantage. All right. Sending love and best wishes is what this one's going to do. And I'm thinking that it's going to go I'm not sure. Which one of you guys was here to help? Because I want to put it on this way. Yep, that's what we're going to do. We're going to put it on that way. Okay. So it's been a while since I've shown you how I do this. And this one's probably the best one to do it. So when I'm putting together some of my red rubber stamps, you'll see in your, see how there's that join there? Okay. Oh, hello. They're going. All right. So I dog ear it a bit like so. Then I'll pull this off completely and pop that onto my block so that I've got my writing on my block. Pull out my sentiment that I want to use. You've got to make sure you're the right way up. And then I'll turn this block over. Hold my tongue in the right position because that's the most important bit. And then pop it on so that it actually goes on quite nicely. Okay? All right, so we're going to do sending love and best wishes. So I've got that on a block. Let's pop that to the side. That would have been really nice as part of the frame, but that's okay. We'll come back. I'll do another one of that another time. All right. And I'm going to stamp it in Gorgeous Grape, which is hanging out here somewhere on my table. I'll often go for the darker colours when I'm stamping things out. What I didn't bring, when I'm stamping sentiments, I'll often go for the darker colours. Let's see what it looks like. Such a fine sentiment. I actually want it straight, even though, okay. Right, so that's going to stamp out with that there. Okay, so while I'm here, I'm going to stamp some flowers. Okay, because we're going to cut these guys out. All right, this is a photopolymer stamp set. You will need your piecing mat. Okay, and just pop it underneath there. I'm going to keep this here for the moment because I don't want it to, what's the word I'm trying to use? I don't want it to, I want to be able to see where I'm going to go. Okay. I'm going to ask Tony, can you grab me my Lost Lagoon, please? So get my husband to grab it off the table just there, the ink pad that has Lost Lagoon on it, because we need that one. Thank you. So I'm going to stamp these again in grape. They're new, and what I'm noticing is that they're not going to stamp properly, so I'll just give them a bit of a rub. And we'll try again. Nice. Okay. So somewhere here I've got to just give these a clean because I actually want to read. I'm liable to put my fingers in them. And then I was going to use, I had garden green here to use, but looking at the piece of paper that we've chosen, it's not going to work. So I'll get one of some Lost Lagoon. Oh, this one's a bit blotchy as well. They're just sometimes a bit blotchy when they're new. They have like a film on them. So quite frequently I'll clean the whole set in one go. And when I do that, I'll just show you what I do, is I just take off the flimsy one. Like the stamps have got nice things on them now. The stamp cases that you can actually, I'll just give it a really good once over for the whole set. It just makes it so that the whole set's got, it just takes off that part of that film. Okay, so I've done that. All right, I'll just get the cut and emboss machine in. These ones go through the mini, which is here. However, I am bringing in my big baby because I really like it. It's my favourite. All right. Okay. I'll cut this one out first. Whoops. I can hear my friends that come on a regular basis to my class going, make sure you don't do it straight on, because Courtney doesn't like to do them straight on. All right. Send that one through. Oh, I do love these. It's even got like a pretty edge. We'll see more and better in a sec. All right, so let's cut these other guys out. That's the postage ones. Don't want those. I want these ones. Okay, so we'll have this one. And we'll have this one. have a sneaking suspicion that this guy doesn't have one. It doesn't, look. Okay. Well, that's just thrown a spanner in my works, hasn't it? Well, they've still got the sticky on them from in the die packet. So just got to hold my tongue right as I place them. Now, I usually do them one at a time because when I do them multiple at a time, I'm really good at stuffing one up. Usually the second one I do. And it's a bit high. Right, let's see how badly I do this. Okay. Oh no, not too bad. Maybe I did that upside down. You know what? I did. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, that was bad. I did this one upside down. All right, let me just put this one back through. Yeah, I did that upside down. Nothing to see here. Well, there is, but you know, that was bad. All right. So, whoopsie. And there goes one on the floor. Okay. All right, so what I need to do is I need to stamp again because I did that one very wrong. One note to self, one should use stamps before they show it on a video. So when I say I stamped it up, I did it upside down. I cut it out upside down. Yeah. Okay. Oops. So I should have done it that way instead. And that'll work better. Heaps better. So let's try that again. Rightio. Whoopsie. Grab all my layers. Oh, that fits much better now. Wouldn't you know it? So, no, there's no fussy coming. No, not today. No fussy cutting today. And the reason why there's no fussy cutting today is because, even better, while I've got this out of this piece here of Highland Heather, I'm going to cut these. Maybe. I just love how well adhered they are into the packet. So this is just 2 rows of flowers essentially. So we'll just cut a couple of them. All right. So there's no fussy cutting involved today. None whatsoever. All right. Look at those. They're just perfect. Okay. No fussy cutting involved. And I might even do these just because I can. No, I won't. I'm not going to use that. But I really like this one. I can see me using this one a lot. There's some really cool leaf ones as well. So actually, let's do this. If I cut these two out in white, you can use, if I can get them off the piece of paper, you can use you can use other color cardstock, but what I'm going to show you is I'm going to cut them out in white because I'll use one of my blending brushes to go with my Lost Lagoon, because the painting on there is quite splotchy, and I think that that will make it work very nicely. Okay. It's the only bummer about having really scratchy plates is it's really hard to get your bits off. One should invest in a new set. Okay, so what have we got happening here? Brand new piece of designer series paper. Now in this suite there was actually no there's no ribbon that went with this suite, because I believe because of the little butterflies. However, there is some Lost Lagoon ribbon in the online store. In the big catalogue, there's some twine, some baker's twine. There's a 3-pack, so I bought that in because if I decided that if I wanted some twine on it or some paper on it, you know what I mean, some ribbon, then I could do that. So I'm thinking that one of these is better than the other one. That is going to be my flower. And that is going to be one of the other ones. Oh, and that one's going underneath it as well. All right, okay. And then I've got, it's like there's little hearts on this one. It's really quite sweet. Oh, more fingers. Okay, with this piece here, I did chop a little bit off the top, so we'll just neaten that around. All right. Okay, so with our blending brush, I'm going to add a little bit of colour to these, because I don't want it to be too, I didn't want a solid colour. Plus my Lost Lagoon cardstock's on the other side of the room, so. But we'll just add a little bit of colour because then it matches the paper. Okay. And yes, I know that I'm choking the brush, as they say. The other option is that you could do this before you actually cut it out. Okay. And we can do this piece too. I don't think I'm going to use it though, but we'll do it just in case. Actually, I know I'm not going to use it. But like, it looks like it's got little hearts on it. It's pretty, isn't it? See what I mean? Like, it's like little hearts. Yeah, silver ribbon would look nice, wouldn't it? I think it is. It's a suite that silver would go with quite perfectly, to show you the honest truth. So, sending love and best wishes. And then, yeah, okay. So I just glue this one down. Now, look, it's really pretty by itself. If you wanted to, you could send this through the cut and emboss machine and have it add some texture to it. but I'm thinking it's just really pretty by itself. And it's one of those things, you wait till you see it in real life, it looks so much better in real life than it does in the catalogue, although the majority of you won't have seen the catalogue yet. Those demonstrators that will have seen the catalogue, like Natalie and Cheryl, I think Lowell's around as well. She's seen the Laurie's seen the catalogue as well. The catalogue gives it. The pictures are great, but it's just one of those things you don't really get to see how wonderful it is until you've really got it in your hot little hand. Okay, I have to decide whether I'm actually going to put this on dimensionals or whether I'm just going to go with my cluster on dimensionals. I really want to put that down there. This piece is going to be my feature piece, and it's going to have to sit up. Okay, so that's going to be my feature piece. So these other little pieces are going to go underneath it, which means this piece is going to go flat. And that's essentially how I decide what I'm doing. So I want to pop it approximately here. Now, if you're not really good at eyeballing a straight line, let me tell you, the grid paper is your best friend. I am moving that across to that side just a smidge, so there's more on this side than there is on this side, but I'm using this line here on my grid paper to see that I'm relatively even when it comes to how I'm placing things. These guys need to go on next, and they're going to sit just like so. With this guy over the top. You could almost, that almost looks like rosemary as well. They're going to all get put on flat, and then this piece is going to come up here. Essentially. And I'm thinking that I'm going to shove it up quite far. Right, so these two need to get popped on. Now what I am going to do with these is I'm only going to put a little bit of adhesive, not a lot, so you can see how you can barely see it, because I don't want it to squelch out. I also don't want it to go, I don't want it up the top and at the bottom. I just want it essentially to attach to that basic white piece. Okay. I am going to run, I am planning a launch for in January at my home, so that people that are interested can come and have a look at all the new stuff in the reel, because it's so much better in real life. It's funny, I always hold my glue like so. My auntie puts it on the silicone mat, which is rather handy, and uses that to put it on, but I have a tendency to like to hold it in my hand, and I squeeze it ever so slightly so a little bit comes out, and then I squelch it round. Okay, so this piece here is going to have to just get attached on where I want it all to land down here. But this really pretty piece, which has got even prettier stuff on the back, yeah, that's why I did it. See, I wanted it to be pretty on the back as well as the front. Minis would be really handy right now to pop one up the top, but I don't know that we're going to need it. And that way I can then bring this down here, right, over my stem. Now, that's actually quite pretty, if I do say so myself. A silver ribbon would look smick. I do have some bows that I prepared earlier for my Christmas. Oh, that's nice. Look at that, Nat. Doesn't that look nice? This one's retiring. This one is the silver and white sheer ribbon. Yeah, let's just use that one. How pretty is that? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that one's retiring. See, and this here, if we wanted to, we could just stick this in. If we wanted to, but it looks like then they've gathered up in a bunch. So I need a glue dot for that. Now, if in doubt, because my glue dots are actually over on the table and I'm not going to go over there to get them. If you haven't got a glue dot handy, but you've got some tear it tape, all right, and you're going to need your pointy end of your take your pick tool for this. So I haven't got a glue dot handy, but I've got some tear it tape. I'm going to roll up a piece of tear it tape into a glue dot, but you need the pointy end of your take your pick tool to essentially to do it. Otherwise it gets stuck to you. And then that's going to sit on the back of there, even though it's telling me no, it doesn't want to. And it's going to sit on there like so. That looks so pretty. Now, and because we're going to use some of the new gems. All right, so we've got some new gems. Back to the other end of the tool. My daughter's been using this for other craft activities, so there's gold glitter all over it. Oh, these, hey Cheryl, you're going to really like these. Actually, not as much as Charlotte will. Charlotte's Cheryl's little granddaughter, and she loves sparkle. Oh, I didn't grab that one by accident. And you know what? I'm going to stick one up there too. That looks pretty. Right, but what are we going to do on the inside? We've got an inside and an envelope to decorate as well. Okay, so what do you think, ladies? You like that? Okay, so an inside to decorate and an envelope. This is where we can use all those little ones. However, there's some really cool features in this stamp set. See this one here? You look at it and you think, oh, okay, that's interesting. But I'll show you how one of the ways that this will work. Okay, so, and then I'm going to team it with this little guy. Okay, so how did I put my mat? Can anyone see it? Here it is. So with our Lost Lagoon, because this is the colour of choice now, I'm going to come along the bottom here and just put some grass. And because I didn't do it all the way to the bottom like I wanted to, I'm just going to okay. And just blend it in a bit. Just so that we're looking out into the field. All right. Then with the little baby ones, I'm going to get my gorgeous scrape back out. And you'll see there's some little tiny buds in here. Now, if I'm correct, yep. what I can do is I can add bits of grape to there. And how cute does that look? Oh, it's a bit excited. That's rather sweet. And then, even cuter still, some little butterflies that didn't stamp very well because I had them right in the corner. So if in doubt, start again. Now, there's 2 butterflies on here. We can chop them up if we want to. Whoa, I nearly just did that. Okay. We are starting again because I did dodgy butterflies. Okay. And this works both ways up. It's like a field of lavender, which is rather pretty. And where do those butterflies land? Let's give these ones a bit of a scrub, just to condition them a little bit. It's because they're solid. That's better. Okay. And what we can do here might just put a few butterflies on there. Okay. All right. So I'll close this up. I've got the biggest mess in front of me. Not that anyone would ever believe that. Now, we're sending love and best wishes. There are some stamps that we could put on the inside. I know you'll get through this. Here for you always. Thank you for your friendship. Your love beyond measure. Big hugs would work as well. And so would you mean the world to me. Because I'm not sure exactly where I'm sending this or who I'm sending it to, I'm just going to go with big hugs. So I do need to set this stamp up. Sorry, excuse me. And again, I'll show you again how I do that. Make sure that you peel and put it like so, just bending a little bit on each side. Otherwise, you can't get it off, let me tell you. It becomes very difficult. All right. Make sure you aimed it correct. This way you can see straight through it over the top. Okay. What happened to my grape this time? There it is. Because I've used lavender in the field, I'm going to use, just make sure it's straight. Okay. It's not, but it will be fine. I could have done a better job. The font lends itself to be a little bit forgiving, for want of a better word. Okay, we'll pop this on the inside. It's such a pretty stamp set. There's so, look, I'd love to be able to show you the inside of the catalogue because there's just so many pretty things. But I can't just yet until the catalogue goes live. We can't sort of show the inside of the catalogue until it goes live. But for those people that are coming to my next get together, I'm hoping that I'll have one here. So there's that stamp, that card there. It's using the beautiful painted lavender bundle and the Perennial postage style suite set, which is part of the Perennial lavender suite that's coming up in the new catalogue. All right, what do you think? Like that? Alrighty. So hopefully you enjoyed that, and hopefully this suite now becomes one of those ones that needs to be on your I need that list. There's a couple of ways you can get it earlier. If you sign up as a demonstrator, you can get this suite as part of your kit in December. Otherwise, it's available in January. Lots of great thanks, Natalie. Thanks, Lol. Lots of great incentive to join up now so that you can get your hot little hands on some good stuff sooner rather than later and hit the ground running. Celebration starts on the 4th of January as well. So there's extra incentive to be up there and shopping with a discount in the meantime. All right, I'm going to say toodaloo because I'm going to go and run around like a mad lady again and get everything sorted. Oh, thanks, Virginia. Oh, hi, Michelle. Long time no see. It is a lovely suite. There'll be a catalogue coming your way as well. So, yeah, I'm hoping to get them later this week so that I can get them out before Christmas. So I'll see you all later. Bye.